I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people and organizations to play big. And I was listening to a podcast today where Chris Voss was being interviewed. Chris is a former FBI hostage negotiator, lead negotiator. I can't say he's a tough guy. I've never met him, but man, he has stepped into some interesting situations. So he was talking about situations where people wind up dealing with someone who suddenly changes their positions. Now, he's obviously talking about a hostage negotiation, but I think it could be interesting if you're a job hunter and an employer changes their position on something. You're an employer and a job hunter comes back with a different demand or request. And the third circumstance is you're a business. You're selling something. The person you're selling to suddenly changes what they say or do, and you're trying to capture the situation. Voss came up with a great response to that. Actually, there's two of them I really liked. The first one, let's say you're a job hunter, an employer suddenly is talking with you about different money. Or you're an employer, you've made an offer, and now they're countering with more money. And of course the business one as well. But here's the fun response, right? Sounds like you're trying to teach me that I can't rely on what you're saying. Boing. How do you respond to that if you're an employer who's being told that by a job hunter because you've issued a lower offer after leading him to believe that he's going to get a higher number? If you're an employer dealing with a job hunter, can you imagine throwing that one into the mix when the job hunter is trying to up the offer? Sounds like you're trying to teach me that I can't rely on what you're saying. Wow. And then, of course, let's say from the employer perspective, you have a job hunter who suddenly is issuing a counter demand. And before you hit the first response, you can always try this one. Ready? How am I supposed to do that? And you say it in a flat, kind of neutral, slow, FM radio kind of voice. And lo and behold, it's kind of like a shocking moment for them that kind of takes them out of their equilibrium, because most of them have summoned up their courage in order to make this demand, and what you're trying to do is the equivalent of a pattern interrupt. So the first one I really love. Sounds like you're trying to teach me that I can't rely on what you're saying, but let's try this, saying it this way. Sounds like you're trying to teach me that I can't rely on what you're saying. Said very neutral, flat affect, no pressure, just a simple statement. I think they'll hit themselves in the head at what the impact of that message is that they've sent to you. Again, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. Hope to be able to help you. If you're interested in my coaching you, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. I look forward to helping you. Have a great day.